Hello, everybody. I just wanted to do a movie review of something I just watched on Apple TV, which I get through Prime, Amazon Prime. It's like a hub on the top where you could sometimes I just put it with the Amazon stuff that you go scroll down and you get Apple stuff. I like Apple TV. There's a lot of TV shows and programs I like to watch. Won't get into that right now. I think I've talked about some of them in the past. But there was a movie called Fountain of Youth, and I saw right away Natalie Portman, my favorite actress, is in the movie. So I was like, sure, I'll give it a whirl. I'll see what it's like. And also, Domhnall Gleeson is in it. He played Huck. Is it Hux or Huxley? I think it was Hux in Star Wars, the the sequel trilogy. Um, he was the oldest Weasley brother in Harry Potter. I think he was in at least the last two Harry Potters. So definitely Howl's Part 1 and 2. Um, and he's just been in a bunch of other stuff. And I think there was a small cameo by um, Tucci. What's his name? Stanley Tucci. The guy that the Italian dude that does. He's an actor. He's been in a bunch of stuff. Uh, Small cameo by him, and I don't know a lot of the other actors who were in it. Um, but right off the bat, I'm starting to watch it. And I'm like, okay, it's funny, it's entertaining. Um, as it went on, it got cheesier and cheesier and cheesier, and I'm like, this is a bad movie. This is a really, really bad movie. Where do I start? The first point I noticed how bad it was when our characters were in the North Atlantic, in the water, mind you, for like a pretty long time, and no one gets hypothermia, no one dies, they're all fine. Um, And then the sets were really cheesy, especially the vehicle sets. Like, if they were in a plane, there was no plane sounds. If they were in a helicopter, there were no helicopter sounds. If they were in a train, there were just nothing. No sounds whatsoever in the vehicles. If they were in a helicopter, you didn't hear the rotors. It was like they were in a really bad box set that was just like it didn't even look like a vehicle inside. It looked like they were sitting in a box that was decorated up to be like sort of like a vehicle. But so that was cheesy, and then it was the Fountain of Youth. So they were basically ripping off Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Basically, they even had the guy cutting through the skeleton, and one of the characters gets shot and the fountain saves him, the water, but there's like a price. If it's kind of like in that one, if you drank in Indy, if you drank out of the wrong chalice, then it would be um like you would die basically. And in this one, if you are not pure and you drink out of it, bad stuff can happen. So it was basically a rip off of Last Crusade. And I will give them, they did film in some cool locations, including the pyramids of Giza, at least parts of it. But what it really made me realize, and I usually don't do reviews where I said a movie was bad, and it wasn't the worst movie I ever saw. I've seen worse. But it made me really appreciate the last two Indiana Jones movies, Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, and also um, Dial of Destiny, which both movies were way, 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 way better than this one, than Fountain of Youth, and it really made me appreciate the Indiana Jones, the last two movies, way more. I would even say it was also a ripoff of and a poor imitation of National Treasure, which at least the first one, I saw the first one, I thought that was pretty good. which in itself was a kind of an homage or ripoff of Indiana Jones as well. But this one couldn't even be as good as those movies. Or so it was bad. It was. I would not recommend this one. It's kind of a waste of time unless you've got like nothing to do, and I had nothing to do, so I watched it. Do I feel like I wasted time in my life because I watched this? No, but I definitely would not recommend it. I would not recommend watching it if you're looking for like an Indiana Jones kind of feel. Probably maybe Natalie Portman's worst movie I've ever seen. Worst, and I'm a big Portman fan, and this was the worst. Anyway, that's gonna be it, guys. Out of a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 2, maybe, maybe a 2. The beginning, I would give maybe a 5.5. Middle to end, a 2. It was bad. It was a bad movie. So, anyway, that's gonna be it, guys. May the force be with you, and God bless.